Why Elizabeth was chosen. On August 27th, Our Lady explained, I chose a mother to transmit my messages because only a mother can experience my feelings. Without maternal experiences, you could not make great sacrifices. Motherhood is a vocation saturated with sufferings. As a mother, I guarantee your heavenly reward. 3 days later, a newspaper fell into my hands. After I read a few words, the Lord spoke. I reserve you totally for myself. Do you prefer this reading that distracts you? Do I not give you all that you need? I do not demand this strict sacrifice from others, but you are my beloved. Even one instant away from me is too much. My love does not rest. Not autosuggestion. In late August, the Lord said much, but his messages melted together, and I cannot put them into words. A great depression came over me. Adorable Jesus, I do not have the strength to go to church tonight. He replied, Good, I will come to you. The next day, when I told this to the religious sister, she said, This might be autosuggestion. Sadness and insecurity filled my soul. That night in church, I asked, My Jesus, was it just my imagination that you were with me? I do not know how to bring about autosuggestion. The Lord responded, Be still. This is a supernatural process. I come close to you to give you strength to make sacrifices. Nothing comes from your imagination. The loneliness of Jesus. On September 3rd, the Lord said, All must do their part in my saving work. In many souls, this call is sleeping. They must awaken and not be lazy. I bothered you at the time of your rest, but no one else is around, and I needed to pour out my troubles. My little sister served me. Back on June 13th, 1964, the Lord had breathed on me and said, Only a thin veil, like a breath, separates us from one another. This fine veil is your bodily life that keeps you captive on earth. When I write that the Lord is near or in front of me, I do not see him. However, he allows me to experience his presence. I explain this to avoid misunderstanding. Later on September 14th, the Lord said, Come, just come. I can hardly wait for your arrival. Your sacrifices are more numerous. You make me happy. Believe me, everyone has the power to make God happy. The terrifying doubt. The evil one disoriented me, and I could stand it no more. I went to the religious sister and confessed that I was a liar. She responded, I do not believe that you want to deceive me. This did not calm me down. The next day, I went to confess my doubts. At first, my director did not recognize my voice. Then he did not grasp what was happening. I said that this torment is not new. I do not even receive communion. Father tried to calm me down. Go to communion. I take responsibility. You commit no sin. He said the evil one was trying to push me into despair. His words calmed me, but when I left the confessional, the evil spirits burst upon me 100-fold, saying that I misled my confessor and that my lies are even more serious. I drew near to the Virgin. My mother, cover my sins so your son is not saddened by me. 2 days later, the Lord said, Put your earthly things in order. Time passes quickly, and you fly to me without sensing the speed. Now there is a great distance between you and earth. I await you. The next day, the Lord explained, After a period of relief, sufferings will again flood your soul. This is how it will be until your death. Just as night and day follow one another, so light and darkness will replace one another in your soul. I do not allow the night to rule continuously, and I do not want you to enjoy continual light. This is how it must be. Breaking the fast. I keep the strict fast on Monday to free priestly souls from purgatory. However, I was so weak from sorrow that hunger came over me. I could not resist and I ate some food. I experienced great pain because I could not help the priestly soul to be freed from purgatory. As my compassion grew, I asked the Lord what to do. He did not answer. Finally, on the third day, the Blessed Virgin answered, "Pray the complete rosary and assist at Mass for the priest. In this way, you will regain what you lost for this priest, and his soul will come into God's presence. By Our Lady's kindness, peace returned." The Lord's Goal. On the way to Mass, my thoughts were distracted. The Lord said, "Do not let your thoughts wander. Think only of me. If I correct you, do not be distressed. I want you to be attentive. Even a minute is a long time if you spend it on something else. Let no creature come between us. Write down my words so others realize that they can only possess God if they come far away from all earthly noise. You are a living proof that this is possible. I put you in a family setting so all can see that they can serve their family and God at the same time." Wasting time. On October 9th, the Lord said, "I complain to you so you can tell my complaints to others. I am so disappointed. What hurts most is that consecrated souls set me aside. They have no time to spend with me. They give their time to other things. You foolish ones, every minute passes. The time you spend on me is never lost. It is saved for eternity. Since you will render an account of how you spend your time, why not do everything for me? This is so easy." Explaining Divine Mysteries. On October 16th, the Lord said, "I pour over you the light of the Divine Mysteries." When I tried to express these mysteries in words, the Lord said, "Do not try anymore, all would be in vain. I have placed some drops of divine mysteries in your soul, like water into wine. You cannot separate out these drops of water, and you cannot explain divine mysteries." The Second Vatican Council. On October 25th, the Lord promised, "Once Satan is blinded, the decrees of the Second Vatican Council will be fulfilled in an extraordinary way." The council had begun 2 weeks earlier.